So I took part in the Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam and made Seamless in Unity, a 2D puzzle platformer where boundaries are not what they seem. It has a few bugs with collisions and various other typical Game Jam spaghetti code, so let's see if it's possible to fix them. Spoiler alert, this is so much harder than it seems. So to take advantage of Unity's unbreakable physics engine controlled by rigid bodies, everything that needs to be moved, the players, the boxes, they all need to be moved using their respective rigid bodies. Easy, right? I'll just add a rigid body to each box and wrong! No. For the Game Jam, each box is the child of a box-container game object that has a composite collider component. This is how the outline is correctly calculated and the player restricted. Unfortunately for me, someone at Unity decided that it's also controlled by a rigid body, meaning I can't move these boxes with a rigid body, so I can't use their perfect collision system. One thing that definitely needs immediate attention is the player controller. I had a few comments about the jump being a bit too floaty. I would be furious about this if it wasn't completely true, so let's start by fixing the collisions. I'm going to be using my good friend for long-time viewers of the channel, the Raycast method. A Raycast is a ray that you can cast from one point to another. Confusing name aside, this little guy is ridiculously helpful. It allows us to detect collisions before they happen. As is becoming a recurring nightmare for anyone wanting this game to release this century though, it didn't work. Raycast against a box, tick, it works. Raycast against a circle, tick, that works too. Raycast against an edge? No, that would be crazy. Why the hell would that work? Wake up, blank. Duh. Why would two Unity components work well together? It's not like they're advertised to do that or anything. Hold on. Wait, does work? Why didn't you work during the jam? Damn it. As I was saying, Unity is fantastic and everything works perfectly first time. Sponsor me, I love you so much. Making a new project and importing both the player controller from Budzier and the seamless mechanic, working. But only when I'm recording? I only discovered this because I went to record footage for this exact part of the video to show it not working, and it started working. If I play while not recording, you can see it really doesn't work. My only theory is that while recording the FPS is capped at 30, but normally the FPS is unchecked. To test this, let's set the target frame rate all the time to just 30 FPS using the line application.targetFramerate equals 30. Okay, let's see if this works. I hate Unity, man. When the platforms start to move though, Raycasts get weird. Really weird. I put out a plea for help on Discord and managed to get in touch with Miserably. Kaifex also hit up the server with a JavaScript based implementation that looks almost perfect, though unfortunately suffers the same fate as my current algorithm for now. Just for a little bit, let's do something to make developing this game easier, cleaning up the abhorrent way regions move around and using decomposition to do that. If we break down the box controller into just an enumeration list for its type of movement, and add that component to the box when the game starts. This allows us, for example, to open the box collider controller that contains the code for both sign movement and waypoint movement into two different components. By doing this, the same sign movement script can be reused elsewhere, like the goal and the main menu scene, without copying and pasting the code as I did before. Currently all the settings for both the sign movement and the waypoint movement show up, when we can only ever use one at a time anyway. Using the new enum variable above, we can actually identify which option is selected using a custom editor script to only display the attributes that are relevant to the type of movement we have selected. I've never written a custom editor script before, so this is going to be fun. You might be wondering why I didn't just use the onValidate method to check to see if the enum value changes, and then add the component you need from there. Funny you should say that because that's exactly what I tried first, but what I bet you didn't know is I'm pretty sure I found a hilariously unfortunate bug in Unity. I can't destroy the wrong component with the destroy method. Okay, let's come down. It says here to use destroy immediate instead. So I went through, I changed it, I got that working, and now it says I have to use destroy because I can't use destroy immediate. Gee, thanks Unity. I would say that is a job well jobbed. I deserve a quick break from game development so I can go and sleep. Oh, just go away. That's it, we're at the most fun part of making any game, fixing bugs. The main bug is the obvious one here, all the collision and clipping issues. I found a bug myself in the last devlog where this platform wasn't removing its collider, which I remembered I can fix by actually removing the collider. So now we're free to move on to something far more exciting. Until one of you finds another bug. But moving on. A huge positive to having speedrunners play your game is they pretty much find everything wrong with it. We have two options to consider. One is a game engine agnostic approach. The TLDR is that we would wave goodbye to Unity's physics and collision system and write our own fancy-schmancy rectangle maths algorithm. This approach works by getting where the player wants to be and calculating the closest inbound position the player can get to, basically making it impossible for the player to ever exist outside one of the boxes. Good one, blank. How about instead, we keep each box individual, allowing it to use rigid bodies but still removes any pesky edges that could ruin things on the inside, said Nirupati. Sure, said I. How bad can it be?
What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blank's End Screen Coding Challenge number 1. Today, if you be so bold as to accept it, I offer thee a programming problem of only the most preposterous proportions. I challenge you to create a game where a random whole number is flashed up on the screen and the player is asked to hold down a button for that number of seconds. The catch is that you won't tell them how long they have been holding down for until the button is released. Reward the player with points based on how close they are to the correct time. How you want to determine the meaning of close is entirely up to you. As always, you can use any language, framework, engine or otherwise unorthodox methodology to create your solution, just so long as you promise me to have fun along the way. You can post your entries over at the BlankDev Discord server, #EndScreenChallenge. Remember to check in next time where I will reveal how I did this and crown one of you the winner. May the best, funniest, or why on earth would you want to do this-ist solution win. Happy coding, everyone. Everybody, wait, before you go, look at this. Okay, as I'm editing and working on devlog 2, here is a sneak peek from probably the best person in the entire world right now. Let's take a look. This is made in Godot, so I will have to convert this into Unity because I'm not working in Godot. But this seems to be everything working perfectly using the individual boxes script, which is what we wanted from before, and really fast moving platforms, which were problems where you were clipping through the walls, but it seems to be... I think we've got that. We even have one where the player is actually in the box that's being thrown around everywhere. You can see this is what the box is going to do. Grab the player, we shake, and it stays in the box.